Hello, Lonesome Dungeon Master here with another YouTube short for our No Regret and Ket characters. We're going to take another look at Zawar's spellbook today, and the spell is Find Familiar. It's a first level spell. It can be a bit of a risk for a first level character, which I will explain in due course. A familiar is of a certain benefit to a magic user. As the creation adds the spellcaster's hit points, it conveys its sensory powers to its master, and it can converse with and will serve as a guard, scout, spy as well. However, the magic user has no control over what sort of creature will answer his summoning, or if any at all will come. And the power of the conjuration is such that it can be attempted but once per year, which is interesting. At such time, the magic user determines to find a familiar. He must stoke up a brass brazier with charcoal, and then while this is burning well, add 100 gold pieces worth of incense, herbs, basil, savory, and catnip for sure, and fat. When these items are burning, the spellcaster begins his or her incantation, and it must be continued until the familiar comes or the casting time is finished. Your referee will secretly determine all results. The magic user has absolutely no control over what sort of a creature appears to become his or her familiar. This will be determined on the table below. So it can be a cat, a crow, a hawk, an owl, a toad, a weasel, or a special. And I know most people that I knew that were magic users wanted to get one of the special creatures, like a quasit, a pseudo dragon, a brownie, or an imp. But it turns out Zawar rolled a 19, which meant the spell failed. After 16 hours of burning the incense in his room, no familiar came, which means that he will not be able to cast the spell again for a year, and he has wasted 100 gold pieces. He's a little depressed and despondent about this. We'll see how that affects his, self-worth moving forward as a magic user. But as of right now, it was a failure for him, and it was disappointing. Let me know how you have done Find Familiar spells in the past. Have you automatically had success for the characters? Because it is sort of like a handcuff if you fail it at early level and you've wasted 100 gold pieces and you can't cast it again for a year. So let me know in the comments if you've had problems with this spell in the future, or you just kind of hand wave any failures and make sure that at least one familiar comes. Obviously, it is a risk for sure, but you never know when you're playing first edition AD&D. Let me know. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.